why motivation fails and what actually works. There's a moment we all recognize. You watch a video, read a book, hear a speech that lights something inside you. For a few hours, maybe a few days, you feel unstoppable. And then, quietly, that feeling fades. Not because you're lazy, not because you don't want it badly enough, but because motivation was never meant to last. And today, we're going to talk about what actually does. Motivation is seductive. It promises energy without effort, change without friction, a fresh start without a plan. We build entire lives around waiting for it. I'll start when I feel motivated. I just need to get inspired again. Next Monday, I'll be ready. But weeks pass, months pass, sometimes years, and the story repeats. You try again, you fail again, and eventually, you don't just lose motivation, you start losing trust in yourself. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Motivation doesn't fail because you're broken. Motivation fails because it's unreliable by design. It's an emotion, and emotions fluctuate. Building your life on motivation is like building a house on weather. Part 1. The real problem with motivation. Motivation works best at the beginning of a journey. It's great for starting, terrible for continuing, because motivation depends on mood, energy, circumstances, confidence. And life doesn't stay aligned with any of those. Real progress happens on days when you're tired, you're distracted, you're unsure. You don't feel like it. Motivation doesn't show up for those days. Something else has to. Part 2. What actually works? Systems over feelings. People who make lasting change don't feel more motivated. They feel less dependent on motivation. They build systems. A system is simple. This is what I do, regardless of how I feel. Not heroic, not dramatic, just consistent. Think of brushing your teeth. You don't wait to feel inspired. You just do it. That's not motivation. That's identity and routine working together. Actionable insight number 1. Shrink the action. Motivation dies when tasks feel heavy. So instead of asking, what's the most impressive version of this habit? Ask, what's the smallest version I can do even on my worst day? 1 push-up, 1 sentence written, 5 minutes of focus. Small actions remove negotiation from your mind, and consistency beats intensity every time. If you want to build discipline, lower the bar, not your standards. Part 3. The identity shift. Here's where most people get stuck. They try to do new habits without becoming a new version of themselves. They say, I'm trying to exercise, I'm trying to write, I'm trying to save money. But the people who succeed say, I'm someone who moves every day. I'm a writer. I'm careful with money. Same actions, different identity. Your brain protects identity far more than goals. Actionable insight number 2. 1-line identity rule. Write 1 sentence. I'm the type of person who, then choose 1 daily action that proves it. Not perfectly, just consistently. This is how habits stick, not through motivation, but through self-trust. Part 4. Why discipline is misunderstood. Discipline isn't punishment. It's structure that frees you from constant decision-making. When everything is a choice, everything becomes exhausting. So disciplined people reduce choices. Same workout time, same writing spot, same morning routine. They don't rely on willpower, they remove friction. Actionable insight number 3. Design your environment. Don't ask, how can I try harder? Ask, how can I make this easier? Put the book on your pillow. Keep distractions out of reach. Prepare tomorrow's task tonight. Environment beats motivation almost every time. Part 5. The quiet power of showing up. There's a version of progress nobody posts about. The boring days, the average sessions, the invisible effort. But that's where transformation happens. Motivation wants fireworks. Growth wants attendance. And the people who win are the ones who keep showing up long after motivation leaves the room. Not because they feel strong, but because they decided to stop negotiating. Resolution/takeaway. Motivation isn't useless. It's just not the engine. Think of it as a spark. helpful to start a fire, but useless for keeping it burning. What actually works is systems, identity, environment. Small, repeatable actions, and most importantly, self-respect built through consistency. You don't need to feel ready. You need a plan that works even when you're not. Closing remarks/CTA. If this video resonated with you, don't wait for motivation to act on it. Choose one small system today, one identity-based habit, one environment change, and show up for it tomorrow, even if the feeling is gone. That's how the next chapter begins. If you found this helpful, subscribe to Next Chapter for more calm, practical stories about growth, discipline, and building a life that lasts. And if you're comfortable, leave a comment with the habit you're committing to this week. I'll see you in the next chapter.